think that can kind of work. I still wonder why things like this haven't westernized, but I'm sure they have their reasons. We have no colonists to send. Okay. I thought we had 2 free, but alas, we do not. Stability cost mod. A little bit of lowered national unrest is always a good thing. Missionary strength is up next. Now let's get you down into Quito, because I definitely don't want to have any stability issues over there. Well, the Portuguese Colombian ones are coming back as well. Is always better to gain the inflation. Okay, that being said, we don't want to be taking too much attrition, so you would rise up first. Damn it. That's alright, a little bit of separatism over here is fine. It's fine. Come on. Oh, bloody trigger. But you're still on 18? Damn it. Alright, well, that was a bad idea. I guess we also don't need 30,000 of these guys, so we could have 2 rebel parties. Alrighty, Lima's done. Our devotion is capped, so we'll get the prestige. 512 is quite nice. In fact, it's really nice, so you can also be a Shitatsu. .200 population somewhere, that's good. Yes, yes, a little bit of stuff and things. It's fine. Okay, so you're linked there. It's good for us. Get you into there. Excellent. We'll deal with you in a second. Drop you off. Bring you over to here. Crush you. Swing you back around to Quito. Although I might not need you there if I'm lucky. Yeah, and I might actually be lucky there. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, we have 2 colonists free. So let us go and continue down this path. Algonquin and Nipissing to finish that off. What? Ah, because I haven't cored you yet. Bloody coring. The other thing we don't have to do when we colonize a distant overseas province is we don't have to core it. Coring is going to take a bit of time, so we're not going to do that one just yet, but we can work on this one. And we got that done. Split you in half. Bring you over to this. Still 80%. Another colonized Montevideo. Achieve. Sure, we'll grab that. Excellent. Alright, that should... Oh no, still got Esmeralda. What did I lose? You and your Rebs. Seriously. I also missed a spot. Alright, let's try that again. Let's get the spot that I missed. No, you know what? Fine, if we're going to do it this way, we will. No, I didn't really want to go through those provinces, but fine, whatever. Whatever. Alright, so Esmeralda's was the other one. That's unfortunate. We are going to have to send these guys down there. Send them down as a cohesive unit to Esmeralda's. As long as they get there roughly in time, I'll be happy. Those are my carracks. These are those. Now, I assume that we do get a Panama Canal option at some point. I think it requires a fairly high, probably admin tech. Yeah, probably. I can't see any sort of option for it here, but it's probably like 20 or something. Alright, so they're gaining those admin points. Alright, we've got the that extra colony going. That's good. And we got the colonial enthusiasm from Montevideo. Is that our conquistador that died? No. Good. Alrighty. Algonquin. Algonquin, then Nipissing, conquering, coring, Wyandot, conquering, and then probably Chatteras. Yeah, I guess that'll work. It gives you a huge swath, gives him a huge swath to colonize, so he should be happy. And it should be enough for me to take later. Bish Bash Bosh about 10 minutes ago was like, there have been many that have tried to recapture the joy I had first playing Masters of Orion 2, and this could finally do it. But it may take a while after release to get things right. You know, if there's any studio that I trust to do something like that, it's got to be Paradox, really, at the end of the day. They just... Okay. They just, they have things down really well, you know? So... Excellent. Done and dusted. Next up, Chimu. Chan. That, I shouldn't allow that to amuse me as much as it does. 10 prestige or 1 base tax? Sure, we'll take the base tax. Normally I take the prestige, but I'll take the base tax. Alright, we're chewing through these provinces, which is really good. Once we've got our next trade company, that could be good. That could be very good. Oh, damn it. But we can't build them in it because they're capped. Have I seriously kept out all the places where I can build that? No, it can't be built in there. Right. Alright, so it must just be stuff over here that we can't really get yet. It's alright. Oh, look, we can build it here. Yeah. We can build these, although I don't really rate these too much. Still, the plantations will be pretty good when we get around to it. Okay, I lost another 1,000, but we have all of one province left to explore. And you know what we happen to have right here? We happen to have a ton of troops. So we're going to send them down and then send them back up. England is doing his English thing. He'll basically go around here pretty soon. If he lands here along this coast, we'll have to go and destroy these guys, but that's okay. Yeah, Dictato, I trust Paradox pretty implicitly at this point. Like, really, at the end of the day, if I have a look at... Oh, I forgot to get rid of Montevideo. Whoops. If I sort of think about all the games that I really enjoy and what I enjoy about them and who creates them, Paradox does quite a lot of them, so I think it's quite reasonable to trust them for that. You know what else we should be doing? Three Carracks, unmothballed, with an explorer. Send fleet on an exploration mission, because we want to explore here. What sea is this specifically? Northern Arabian Sea. Do I have a northern? Nope, just a coast of. Now, since they don't actually take attrition, that's fine. It should work out pretty okay. And he'll probably go and park back here when he's done. Maybe. Either way, I'll get a nice little notificator. Yes, a notification about it. Okay, so we uncovered this one, but we've still got this one covered. I have no idea why. Oh, because we're touching it. Okay. Well, that's going to be mildly annoying, but we'll live with it. Alright, additional missionary strength is fantastic. We don't have too much more to finish off down here. This missionary strength versus heretics is basically amazing as well, because heretics... Oh no, the heretic one is terrible for us. That's right, we don't need that one. So we're pretty much done. The culture conversion cost isn't going to help. The yearly prestige and tolerance to the true faith and yearly devotion, they're nice, but they're not a requirement. So really, at the end of the day, do we need to finish this? Let's have a quick look at what we get combinations with. We get global tariffs, some religious unity, whoop-de-doo. We can... Yeah, that's kind of it, really. What does it work with expansion? Oh no, it won't work with expansion, because expansion is the same type. So we're done with admin idea stuff for now. We will eventually go down the techs, of course, to get the next idea group at level 14, but I think we can take some time to go and beat some people down. We will, of course, need some... stuff and things, particularly, come on, words, we can do this. We will need some more admin points before we can really get into that, but that's okay. Chan has been converted. Alright, and look at this, we can start working on Catholic areas, and they don't really cost too much at all. Alright, the reason why Koro is -- is because Koro is still has a thingy. A thingy! Come on, you can do this. Say the correct words. Oh, well that looks... Well, thanks for exploring this tiny little bit. What? Well, Japan never formed. And, yeah, Japan... Oh no, truce with Japan. Okay, Japan did form. But Takeda is going out there. What the... Oh yeah, Japan still exists. Yeah. Just. Japan, the one province minor. Ming is... Well, Ming could almost do king at this stage. India is... I haven't actually seen India since 1.8. Normally, Vijayanagar is slaughtering everyone along here in that area of the game. Whereas in this, they have a single province. Oh, Ceylon's split into 3 provinces now. Nice. Hassa, Persia. I think everything else is sort of normal. Except for maybe Yarkand. I don't actually know too much about Yarkand. But yeah. Russia's looking big-ish. Could look bigger. Yeah, I think everything else works pretty a-okay. Bahmanis is the usual winner in South India now, says Marrakane. Well, in that case then, nothing too unusual about this. Jean-Pierre is quite large though, and might be able to take him. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep an eye on that. Alright, so here we are in Persia. Right, if we take a look at our missions, we now have the Indian Trade Company. Gives us an additional merchant and some... Okay. That might be worth going and doing. So we just need 1 in all those regions, huh? Yeah, we'll think about it. Okay. So anyway, we need Mashhad, Marigheh. Okay, Mashhad is... You can't see me pointing. Let's not do that. Mashhad is up here. Marigheh, Sabzavar. Sabzavar's there. For some reason I can't see this other place. I'm sure I will at some point. I might have to search for it. Bojnord, Shiraz, Khiva. Bojnord. What the heck? I'm going to be looking directly at it and I just can't see it for whatever reason. Okay, Shiraz is down here. Khiva. Khiva's up here. Okay, so a little bit all over the place. We'll just have to conquer them and see what happens. You would be allied with Hassa. Allied with Hassa and Shervin. Okay, Shervin is probably, yep, these little guys here. So, maybe we'll, yeah. They're Miltech 12, and, you know, they're quite reasonable. Troops, 13, and quite reasonable troops. So, we're definitely going to be really, we'll have not a difficult time, just an interesting time going and dealing with all this. It looks like most of what we need is going to be in Persia. So we're probably going to just tentacle, as I like to call it. Probably starting in whichever one the cheapest of these two is. Probably Bandar Lunga. Moving up into Shiraz. And then sort of tentacling into the provinces that we need. Eventually bordering with Khiva. And doing that. Now the question is, can I... Alright, why no CB? Deus Volt is only on less advanced. Neighboring heathens and heretics. Right. You don't count as that just yet. And there's nothing to colonize here that I can use as a springboard. Well, we can just take the -2 stability hit and just live with it. That will work. Cuttlefishman says, I see we're aiming for the soft underbelly of Persia, where the flesh is exposed. Yes, we are. Mint Magician says, might want to wait for Diplo 22 Bane. Nah, that's ages away. Why wait that long? So, what are our national ideas? Terrible, because we had to use our traditions for colonists. Which uses up basically a vast majority of the 2,000 cap points. Western tech is 150, and I think a colonist is another 60 on top of that. So you actually have to lower your initial guys to really low stats, so that way you can afford it. And then I picked Moron, which at the time might be a little bit more developed. Yeah, it's a bit more developed now, but it wasn't actually all that good to begin with. So what we do have is national tax mod, global trade power, army tradition, unrest, missionary strength, religious unity, build cost, and an overall core creation cost. Cuttlefish Man also suggests waiting for imperialism. Nah. Assuming it's in coring range, I don't see why we just don't take the stab hit. Like, oh no, not to stability. We're only a theocracy. However, will we get that back? Yes, Marcane, better than national ideas. It is at that. Alright, we might as well keep this exploring, I guess. There's bits that it can do, and if we get the entire place done, then awesome. And it's very easy to work with, so... Oh no, not the clergy. Alright, so we're just saving up some admin points right now before we decide to go to war with Portuguese Colombia, and then finish some stuff off. I hate that thing. I guess if I'm going for diplomatic tech it works quite well, but for now not so much. Thank you for the military tech. Yes. Merchant inventory seems pretty cool to me. Excellent. Good work. Explore the coast. That'll keep you occupied for a little while. Some peasants. Nobility gain loyalty. 10 prestige. Chesapeake. I think we have someone close-ish by. Yes. Close-ish. How long? 9th of September? Yeah, we can probably keep this up until then. We've got some colonies done. I'll grab that in a second. 2, 3. Yep, this is a 6-month event. Good. 10 devotion. Stick a donk on it. And crush them. Alright, that works. Alrighty, our religious unity is going swimmingly. Doesn't one of your colonizing idea groups give you a casus belli on East Asias? Couldn't you start in India or Baluchistan and work your way in? I certainly could. They're drunken explorer. I certainly could. Basically finishing expansion ideas would do that for me. However, in fact, technically, I think even Persia would count as a less advanced. I don't know what the requirement is. But you're right, it might be India. It'll definitely be India. But finishing this is going to cost a ton of admin. And really the only thing it's going to give for us is a tiny global settler increase, which believe me doesn't matter. Plus 10 maybe takes a month off of these colonies, maybe 2 months at most. Yeah, I know that that's going to add up to years over the course of the whole game, but I just don't feel like it's particularly amazing. We might grab it at some point. The recruitment time doesn't matter, the diplomatic relations don't matter, the shipbuilding time doesn't matter. The global trade power is nice, but I just don't feel like it's worth all of that admin points. So much money, I know, Morricane. So much money, and my cogs are still alive. It's complete and utter madness on a Bane stream right here. We could get some more money. All we'd need to do is just carve into here, but no, we're good. Alrighty. I think it's pretty much about time to go to war with Portugal. We'll just have a quick check on Portugal's alliance EU4 crash. Okay. Apparently EU4 doesn't like us going to war against Portugal. I should use this break to just check my actual messages. I'll be right back. Cool, we have a pool party at our place on Friday. Fair enough. Okay. Let's continue the game. And make sure I close that so that way it doesn't make any noise. Alright. I don't think we lost any time. We might have lost a couple of events there, but... these things happen. Everything else is the same there. We still have too many military leaders. I don't think we really need this guy anymore, actually. Actually, no, let's do this. I know we've done it a couple of times, but I imagine this time he will be fine. Poor France. Oh, I don't even need to do it. It's all done. Wonderful. Okay. In that case, no leader. And get rid of you. I prefer to keep the military stuff going, thank you. Poor France. They will, they'll be dead soon enough. Out of curiosity, just how much do they hate Burgundy? Surprisingly, they hate Brittany more. Burgundy has literally taken everything from them, but Brittany took Paris, and that can never be forgiven. It's also because they're basically, France is too small to have Burgundy as a rival. But yeah, let's not let sense get in the way of things. Okay, while we're here, let's have a look at Portugal. Portugal's still allied with Spain. They're in a war. Allied with Burgundy, Portugal, Naples, and Tuscany. Yeah. GB is allied with Alsace, Frankfurt, Austria, Cleves, and Trier. Yes. Yes. We don't really need any of GB's stuff just yet. British Texas is funny as all heck. But will expand quite quickly, so we need to sort of get in on Caddo as soon as possible. We will get there soon. Now, in terms of colonists, we do have one missing colonist. He is free, so we will see what we can do. We can't do Algonquin because we need to finish it, core it, and then do new pissing. No pissing allowed. Then we need to come down here. And we don't really need to do anything down here. I don't know why I keep checking. I'm afraid it might have changed. We're going to finish conquering this, put a colonist there, but we do have an empty colonist right now, so what are we going to do with him? What are we going to do with him? I suppose we can shore up this, because if we just get as high as this, we should be able to cut across there quite easily. So let's run it. I think that's going to work for me quite nicely. We're almost going to hit 10k ducats soon enough, which will make me very happy. Now let me move the EU4 screen, so that way I can actually see what chat is saying. Lucky nation, pay for your alarm. Mint Magician, I like the cut of your jib. Bishbash said, you can be perfectly happy sitting on expansion 2 and leave it. I certainly am going to.